So here the topic is about trust bank deposits. What are trust bank deposits? Just like in bank, when we go, we have some kind of deposits in our account. अब फॉर एग्जाम्पल आपके पास 1 लाख रुपीज अकाउंट में और आपको किसी दिन इमरजेंसी हो गई, तो 1 लाख रुपीज अगर अकाउंट में है तो जाके 1 लाख रुपीज विड्रॉ करवा सकते हो, राइट? राइट. Let's assume there is 1 lakh rupees in your account, but you want to withdraw 3 lakh rupees. So the 2 lakh rupees आपका क्या हो जाता है? You have to repay to the bank at some point of time. That is not your money. Similarly, trust bank deposits also work that way. We have to understand there are two deposits which we do with people in relationships, in friendships, and in connections. One is the trust deposits, and one is the love deposits. So we'll have different kind of situations which we'll understand, and हम ये समझेंगे कि हर situation में हमारा communication क्या होना चाहिए और कैसा होना चाहिए. So the core concept says that अगर आपका withdraw या overdrawn हो जाता है तो बैंक को वापस देना पड़ता है. Similarly, when you are having connections or in relationships or friendships or anybody down there, हमारा अगर हमने उस पर्सन के लिए बहुत कुछ किया है, लेट्स अज्यूम यू हैव गॉन टू लिमिट्स, यू हैव डन अ लॉट ऑफ एफर्ट्स, and then one day you have a conflict, one day you have a fight all of a sudden, and the person remains very calm. हमें क्या लगता है? The person is so calm, the person is so nice. But the true scientific reality is that your trust bank and love deposits are onto a height. They are filled. अब आपकी लड़ाई हो गई, ऐसा कभी होती है लड़ाई हो जाती किसी के साथ, लड़ाई हो गई तो वो जो लव डिपॉजिट्स और ट्रस्ट बैंक डिपॉजिट्स जो यहाँ पे हमने एफर्ट्स डाल के हमने इतने ऊपर पहुंचाए थे वो नीचे हो जाते हैं. अगर 1 लाख में से 50,000 विड्रॉ करोगे तो 50,000 नीचे आ जाएगा बैंक अकाउंट. 1 लाख नहीं रहेगा, 50,000 आपके पास आ गया. हमें लगता है we said something to him and he got very angry. We said something to my parents, they got very angry. No, nobody gets angry, nobody fights you for one reason. Fight always happen for a lot of unresolved reasons in the past. Because जब इस बार आपकी लड़ाई हुई तो सारे पुराने ट्रिगर्स आपके ट्रिगर हो गए. That is the concept. If you get triggered, all the past memories in your unconscious and subconscious mind gets triggered. वो कहते हैं now my defense system has to go up, and therefore what happens? Therefore the withdrawals starts happening. Now withdrawals यहाँ पे आ गए, आपकी एक लड़ाई हुई, फिर आपकी एक और कॉन्फ्लिक्ट हुआ, आपके डिपॉजिट्स और कम हो गए, एक और कॉन्फ्लिक्ट हुआ, अब इस बार आपके डिपॉजिट्स माइनस में चले गए, आपने ओवर विड्रॉ कर लिया. Then you say this person doesn't love me, this person doesn't care for me, this person doesn't understands me. When we say these kinds of lines, we have to understand that the person, yes, they do understand you, but you have to also understand the fact that your withdrawals are coming to the negative part. There are certain questions which comes up in our mind. First कहते हैं कि कभी कभी ऐसा होता है हम बहुत ओवरडू कर देते हैं किसी के लिए, बट स्टिल हमें वो रिस्पॉन्स नहीं मिल पाता. The problem is your love language is not matching with that person's love language. We have two types of account we'll study in the next slide. One is the personal account and one is the business account. So business current account क्या होता है हमारा? जब हम कॉर्पोरेट्स में होते हैं, हमारे क्लाइंट्स, हमारे कलीग्स, हमारे बिजनेस पार्टनर्स, अब अगर हमें डिपॉजिट करना है तो डिपॉजिट कैसे करेंगे? टाइमली कम्युनिकेशन करके, रिस्पेक्ट करके, रिलायबिलिटी करके, हर दिन सुबह टाइम से आके उनके साथ प्यार से बात करके, कभी उनको आपकी जरूरत हो सो यू आर बीइंग अ हेल्पिंग हैंड टू देम. एंड विड्रॉल्स होते हैं डिलेज करना, डिसरिस्पेक्ट करना, गॉसिप करना, टाइम मैनेजमेंट ना करना, सुबह टाइम से ना आना. If you think coming at 9 a.m. in the morning, your boss doesn't give you a compliment for that or something, but unconsciously आपका trust bank deposit, it is increasing. So one day if you will say, boss, I want a holiday, boss, I want to go early, I can't do this, please, I can't do this work, you have enough deposits that he will be inclined towards you. वो कभी कभी कॉर्पोरेट्स में कुछ लोग बहुत फेवरेट्स बन जाते हैं बॉस के. कैसे बनते हैं? उनमें ऐसा क्या खास होता है? कभी पूछा अपने आप से? उनके ट्रस्ट बैंक डिपॉजिट्स बहुत ज्यादा होते हैं. Another question आता है because they are like complimenting them, they are sugar coating things, that is why उनके trust bank deposits ज्यादा. We can't do that. True that. Don't do that. Nobody is saying to do that. But understand your boss love language and then do something related to his or her love language. सिर्फ sugar coating किसी की love language नहीं होती. It's one of the parts of love language. Complimenting is a part of one of the love languages. but it's not just one love language. हो सकता है coming on time every day in corporates, or maybe for your children, just asking them how was your day can be your children's love language. You feel your children's love language is buying them things. Maybe your children's love language is not buying them things, but asking how was your day. I think I was having a communication with somebody, and we were discussing about things, and we were discussing about what do we actually like. And I didn't even realize my love language was just asking a simple question that how was your day or how are you. Maybe I won't answer that question. I was like, it was good. That's it. But that's my love language. Your love languages can be as simple and as complicated. And more complicated आप अपनी love language को बनाओगे, you will have less circle around. Why do there are some people जिनके इतने सारे फ्रेंड्स होते हैं कि वो काउंट कर करके थक जाते हैं, और किनके एक या दो होते हैं कि एक दो किया and it's done and dusted. Why? What's the difference? Are they not good people? Do you really think so? The only difference exists where they don't have complicated love languages. लोगों को पता है उनकी love languages as simple maybe as going out for a small, maybe a dinner, or going out for a small outing. Just a simple love language. Love language equals to expectations. The more complicated expectations you have, the less happier you are in life. And the simpler expectations you will have a greater circle around you. When we talk about personal savings account, which is with family, partners, and friends, whether it's your life partner or somebody you are in a relationship with currently, it's empathy, love, attention, and presence. But every time I say, whenever you're ignoring somebody or you are lying to them, even one lie, आपके trust deposits को कम कर सकता है. हम कहते हैं ना, it was just one single lie. मैंने एक ही तो झूठ बोला था, मैंने एक ही बार तो इग्नोर किया था. एक बार से क्या फर्क पड़ता है? एक बार इग्नोर करने से क्या फर्क पड़ जाएगा? एक बार झूठ बोलने से क्या फर्क पड़ जाएगा? अगर एक बार मैंने आपकी डिसरिस्पेक्ट कर दी तो क्या फर्क पड़ जाएगा? मैं आपको I'll give you gifts, I'll give you these kinds of things, I'll buy you a pair of clothes. आप बाइंग गिफ्ट से अपनी लव डिपॉजिट्स को बढ़ाते हो, बट लाइन से आपने अपनी ट्रस्ट डिपॉजिट को कम कर दिया. अंडरस्टैंड दिस मैथमेटिक्स. When you buy a gift for somebody because you ignored that person or you lied to that person, आपके love deposits बढ़ गए. True that, बढ़ेंगे because आप efforts कर रहे हो. But आपके trust deposits आपके efforts से नहीं बढ़ेंगे. Trust deposits आपकी values से बढ़ेंगे. So, for example, your trust deposit was here and you ignored somebody or you lied to somebody, your trust deposits get decreased. Now, the next time the person will have a defense system in front of his brain or her brain that I need to take care of myself from this person because I can't trust this person. And there comes a point of time जब वो relationship fall apart हो जाता है, या वो friendship, या वो connection, या वो family relationship fall apart हो जाता है, क्योंकि trust deposit zero होते हैं. So when we talk about trust bank deposits, इसका नाम trust bank deposits क्यों है और love bank deposits क्यों नहीं है? क्योंकि love deposits आपके चाहे it's till the sky, but अगर trust deposits on the ground है या negative है, doesn't matter. Your efforts doesn't matter. And your trust deposits doesn't depend upon the time limit. वो ट्रस्ट डिपॉजिट्स आप किसी पे 10 दिन में भी ट्रस्ट कर सकते हो, एक दिन में भी ट्रस्ट कर सकते हो, और मे बी 6-7 सालों में भी ट्रस्ट नहीं कर सकते हो. एंड इफ यू रियली वांट टू नो कि वो पर्सन के ट्रस्ट डिपॉजिट्स आपकी तरफ कितने हैं, इट कैन बी सीन थ्रू द एक्शंस ऑफ द पर्सन. ट्रस्ट हैपेंस इन वेरी स्मॉल मोमेंट्स. Trust is not efforts. Trust are the small moments. Just simply saying that I'm not stressful, मुझे भरोसा है आप पे. It's like an indication that आपका trust deposit बहुत ज्यादा है उसके साथ. Any small moment will make you understand that that person trusts you. But when you know that person trusts you, understand you have a responsibility that you have to keep in that trust with yourself. अगर आप ट्रस्ट डिपॉजिट्स कम करोगे, लव डिपॉजिट्स को गैदर करना बहुत आसान है, क्योंकि आजकल के टाइम में लोग मटेरियलिस्टिक चीजों से बहुत खुश हो जाते हैं. सो इट्स इजियर. बट ट्रस्ट बैंक डिपॉजिट्स आर टू डिफिकल्ट. कहते हैं ना, सालों लग जाते हैं एक रिश्ता बनाने में और 2 पल लग जाते हैं उस रिश्ते को तोड़ने में. वो टूटता है इसलिए क्योंकि ट्रस्ट डिपॉजिट्स माइनस हो जाते हैं. सो दैट इज व्हाट यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड. लेट्स टेक एन एग्जांपल इन द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. Let's assume you forgot your friend's birthday. For you, it's as simple as मैं उसके बर्थडे पे नहीं गया. It's so simple. I was busy, I was at work, I was doing something more important, and it's okay. Birthday में केक काटना है, party करनी, we can party anytime. What if the other person's love language is people coming to their birthday? Now what happens is, because आपने उसकी love language पे you could not go by, what happened? या तो आपके love deposits कम होंगे, आपके trust deposits कम होंगे, या दोनों ही कम हो जाएंगे. If you're canceling a meeting last minute, and the very last minute, the very last second, you say, now I can't come to the meeting, or this is happening, or that is happening. Trust deposits come to zero. If you're, for example, you're genuinely appreciating a colleague's efforts, or you are listening patiently to your partner. For example, your partner is having some kind of emotional thing that he wants somebody to stay by. And if you're there for that person at that point of time, you are increasing your love deposits and you're increasing your trust deposits. What if you're bragging about a teammate or you're back bitching? आपको क्या लगता है क्या फर्क पड़ता है? मैं इस पर्सन के सामने अपनी eyes, I'll become cool. But do you know back bitching actually decreases your trust deposits? It may increase your love deposit, but it can decrease your trust deposit. Because जिसके साथ आप back bitching कर रहे हो, उसको पता है कि अगली बार हो सकता है आप उसी की ही back bitching कर रहे हो किसी से. The person won't trust you. The person is having a great time with you, gossiping about the third person. But trust deposit आपके फिर भी zero ही रहेंगे. There is no absolute no sense कि आप अपने love deposit को बढ़ाते रहो और trust deposit को zero करते रहो. Because again, love deposits are still easier to make, but trust deposits are extremely difficult. So in the next slide, we learn about some strategies through which we can increase our deposits. Because हमें पता है हमारे withdrawals बहुत ज्यादा होते हैं day to day life में. आज मुझे गुस्सा आया, मैंने इस पे I just screamed. There is a withdrawal from my love deposit. If you're screaming every day, there is a withdrawal from the trust deposit. Any action being done consistently would either increase your trust deposit or decrease your trust deposit. You go to a person and scream on him for the regular 10 days consistently. Aapka trust deposit zero ho jayega. It's basic mathematics. You go to somebody and just ask a very simple question. How was your day? Or how are you feeling right now? What happened? For 10 days. That's it. Your trust deposit will reach to the heights which you can never imagine. Consistency matters in relationship. And relationship, अगर कोई person कहता है मैं relationship नहीं संभाल सकता, या तो आपकी communication खराब है, या तो आपकी consistency खराब है. दोनों C से ही शुरू होते हैं. इन दोनों के अलावा कोई और reason, third reason एक relationship को खराब होने के लिए नहीं बना आज तक. And when I talk about relationship here, it's not just about relationship. It's about every connection you have from friends, from family, from colleagues, from boss, from a person you're meeting today. So अगर आपका कोई relationship है जो आप संभाल नहीं पा रहे हो, आपको लगता है for example मेरे husband मेरी बात नहीं मानते, मेरे बच्चे मेरी बात नहीं मानते, या I'm having the issues with mother-in-law or any other relationship, ask yourself this question. Ask yourself, what is the problem I'm facing? Am I facing inconsistency or am I facing in communication? If I'm facing inconsistency, let me have this thing. I'll go every day and I'll ask her, how was your day? आपने आज क्या किया? 5 मिनट बात करना एक पर्सन से 10 दिन तक is just 50 minutes. 24 hours into 10, which is 240 hours में से आप 1 घंटा उस पर्सन को दे रहे हो, and आप अपने ट्रस्ट डिपॉजिट को कितनी हाइक पर लेके जा रहे हो. Just 1 hour 50 minutes. इतने तो हम इंस्टाग्राम स्क्रॉल करते करते या यूट्यूब पे स्क्रॉल करते करते ही निकाल देते कि देखना क्या है, उसमें हमारे 50 मिनट्स निकल जाते हैं. That is how simple a relationship handling can be, or managing relationship can be. If you think you are having emotional complications because of the people around you, understand the fact that the complication doesn't lie outside, it's lying inside you. That is the point. Let's understand how we can have some personal account deposits. Saying as simple as a sentence, I love you, can increase your trust deposits. कोई नहीं कहता जाके हर दिन I love you बोलो. कोई नहीं कहता fake बोलो. पर once in a week बोल सकते हैं. अपने children को बोल सकते हैं I love you. ऐसे जाके we don't have to make an intense moment. I love you. No. You're doing something. You are sitting together, having dinner, and just saying you're eating a bite. I love you, yeah. Finish. It's as simple. Just 3 magical words you have to say. the other person may not respond at that point of time. हो सकता है वो person आपको I love you too ना बोले, या आपको कुछ gesture उस time पे ना दिखाए, but later on he'll show or she'll show. हम ह्यूमंस ना अब इतने इमोशनली कॉम्प्लिकेटेड हो चुके हैं कि अगर कोई पर्सन हमें एक्सप्रेस करता है ना इमोशन, तो हमें लगता है कि अच्छा ऐसा भी होता है, तो हमारी बॉडी नम पड़ जाती है. You may not get a reaction at that point of time and it's completely okay. It's normal. It's not कि उन्होंने acknowledge नहीं किया. I'll give an example. I went to my nanny house, and let me tell you, my nanny doesn't express. Not even a single word she expresses, because obviously, first, she's really old, she's experienced, and she doesn't like to express her emotions. So we played a game. It was a family game of who knows me better. And we played that game. And उन्होंने मुझे गेम के बाद डांट भी लगाई कि 2 घंटे से हम ये गेम खेल रहे हैं और हम डिनर के लिए लेट हो गए. And I came back home, I thought I was the wanted to do something good for them. And I got scolded by her कि 2 घंटे हो गए, dinner भी नहीं हुआ, and all of this stuff. I'm like, Mama, yaar, I think I'll not do this again. Fir I'll not make them play family games and all for bondings. The next day, I got a call at 2 p.m. I still remember the time, and I was doing some of my tasks. I said, Sat Shri Akal, Nani, how are you doing? At a normal conversation. Like, जब हमने उस दिन गेम खिलाई थी ना, वो बहुत अच्छी थी, मुझे बड़ा मजा आया था. It was fun. So next week we are, when you are coming, because we go on weekends, हम लोग फिर से खेलेंगे, and this time पिछली बार मैं जीती थी, तो इस बार भी मैं ही जीतूंगी, because it's a points game. I was numb for a second. कि what happened? I didn't ask her why did she scold me that day, because I understand that in today's time, even if people are not replicating or reciprocating, they would reciprocate in the future. You have to be calm and patient. You have to be the bigger one. You have to be the bigger one to forgive them. You have to be the bigger one because you are attending this class and they are not attending this class. So you have the responsibility of being the bigger one. And being the bigger one never hurts. Saying sorry never hurts. Quality time without distractions. We have a rule at our home. हम पूरे हफ्ते बिजी रहते हैं. वी हैव 4-5 रूम्स इन आवर होम्स, एंड हम अपने अपने रूम में ही रहते हैं. ऑलमोस्ट हम ऐसे ही रहते हैं, हमारा अपना रूम असाइंड है, और पता नहीं हम कभी निकल गए तो हमने ड्राइंग रूम में एक दूसरे को शक्ल दिखा दी. अदरवाइज बिकॉज इट्स अ बिजी स्केड्यूल फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस, वी ऑल आर वर्किंग. बट वी हैव दिस थिंग ऑन वीकेंड्स, कम व्हाट मे, we will sit together for 1 hour and we'll have intense conversations. That is emotional, deep conversations, not surface level conversations. We'll not ask about how was your day or how was your week. We'll ask that every day, but we'll talk about how we are feeling. Relationships can only be built on emotional connections, which are deep. And if you don't have an emotional connection, and if you have attachment but no emotional deep connection, you will not feel loved. अगर आपको लगता है कि आपको कोई प्यार नहीं करता इस दुनिया में, let me decode it for you, because मुझे भी ये चीज लगती थी some months ago. You don't establish emotional deep connections with anybody. That is why you feel nobody loves you. There are two reasons for that. The first one is, I'm just stopping the sharing of the screen. There are two reasons primarily for that. The first one is you have great boundaries because you were hurted in the past because of any reason, that doesn't matter. अब आपकी बाउंड्रीज बहुत स्ट्रांग है, एंड जब भी कोई आता है आप उनको नमस्ते कर देते हो और वहीं से भेज देते हो. आप उनको गेट खोल के एंट्री भी नहीं देते हो आपके घर में, पानी तक नहीं पूछते हो, वहीं से जस्ट गो. The second reason why we don't establish emotional deep connection is because we are afraid that we would hurt that person. एक डर होता है कि वो हमें हर्ट कर देगा, और दूसरा डर होता है हम उसको हर्ट कर देंगे. What if I decode it for you and make it simple? Nobody hurts nobody. Let's think about that nobody hurts nobody. Your expectations hurt you, his expectations hurt them. That's it. And expectations can be communicated just by communication. So if you're having boundaries because of the past, remember you are living in the past. If you are getting afraid कि मैं उसको hurt ना कर दूं, you are living in the future. That means you're not living in the present. And yesterday we learned about the fear and eliminating fear. Why do we fear that we would hurt that or they would hurt us? Because we have some visual submodalities, audio submodalities, and feeling submodalities. And hurt is majorly based on the kinesthetic or feeling submodality. because the feeling of hurt is stored in our heart. And now when we say it is our defense mechanism, we don't want to get hurt in the future. हम अपने आप को protect कर रहे हैं. Somebody told me, I used to do theater at Soch Theater Group, and हम वहाँ पे discuss करते हैं because when we do theater, we express a lot. Sir ने मुझे चीज बताई. I told him, sir, I don't get attached to anybody. I don't want to get attached. I'm done getting attached with people, not even my family members. Would you even imagine I was not attached to my family members at some point of time? And he told me a very beautiful line, and I give the entire credit to him. He said, not getting attached to people is more painful than getting attached to people. Let's assume you're attached to somebody for 6 months. Let's take an example, practical example लेके. वो 6 months आपको happiness मिली कि नहीं मिली? Obviously मिलेगी, आप उनके साथ time spend करोगे, आप happy moments share करोगे. उसके बाद, when you are getting detached, you're feeling sadness, you're feeling emotionally down, you're feeling emotionally shut. What about the happiness you have experienced with them? Did you forget that? अगर आप उनसे अटैच नहीं होते तो क्या ऐसा होता कि आपकी लाइफ में कभी दुख ही ना आता, या आप सैड होते ही ना, या आप डिप्लीट होते ही ना? इट इज एन इनएविटेबल पार्ट ऑफ लाइफ. आपका सोर्स बदल गया, बट देयर इज अ बट अटैच्ड टू इट. आई एम नॉट सेइंग to you to go and get emotionally attached to everybody just because I gave you the notion that get attached. No, there's always a but attached to emotional attachment. Get attached to people जिनके साथ जो, see, a relationship is like people holding the thread. अगर एक पर्सन उस थ्रेड को नहीं पकड़ पा रहा, then is the time to emotionally get attached. So choose your people wisely to get attached. Attachment is not painful. People you are choosing to get attached are painful. If you're getting pain from attachment, your choices are bad. Simple. Choose the right and choose the wise people in your life. And trust bank deposits work this way. कभी आपने देखा है कि आप बहुत सारे efforts करते हो किसी के लिए, but वो replicate नहीं कर पाता. The first reason is वो person आप पे trust नहीं करता है, क्योंकि आपने trust bank deposits उसके साथ बनाए ही नहीं है. आप सिर्फ love deposits पर ही काम कर रहे थे. The second reason is आपकी और उनकी love language match नहीं करती, आप लोग compatible नहीं हो. आपकी love language हो सकती है maybe going on outings, and उनकी love language हो सकती है maybe being productive. Outings are not productive. For them maybe outings are time pass. आपकी love language is different है, आप compatible नहीं हो, आप same page पर नहीं हो, आपकी frequency match नहीं कर रही है. तो क्या आप एक ऐसे person से attach होना चाहते हो जिनसे आपकी frequency match नहीं करती? एक person यहाँ पे, एक person यहाँ पे, आप attach हो गए तो आपकी thread ऐसे attach होगी. ये दर्द करेगी चीज. अगर आपका ट्रस्ट बैंक डिपॉजिट यहाँ पे, उनका ट्रस्ट बैंक डिपॉजिट यहाँ पे, तो आपको ऐसे अटैच होना पड़ेगा. अगर इफ आई टाई अ रोप लाइक दिस, आपकी अटैचमेंट ऐसे होगी, वो पेन करेगी. लेट्स अज्यूम यू हैव सेम लव लैंग्वेजेस, आपकी रोप ऐसे अटैच होगी, आपको दर्द नहीं होगा. यू विल नॉट फील ड्रेन्ड आउट विद दैट अटैचमेंट, ट्रस्ट मी. तो जिनकी रोप ऐसे अटैच होती है उनके साथ आप अटैच हो, बिकॉज वो आपकी नीड ऑफ सिग्निफिकेंस, लव को फुलफिल करेंगे. And you are a human being, you are not a robot. आपको एक हार्ट ब्लड पंप करने के लिए नहीं दिया गया है. And if you think it is just for that, please go and read science. So that is the reason. So when we talk about how we can have business account deposits, can we have the screen being shared? We can have upon following up on promises. If you're promising about a meeting, if you're in a professional relation with somebody and you're promising that person will meet that day, come what may, be stuck on your words. Give kind feedback. A feedback is also a trust and love deposit. Giving a feedback that this could be done better. And giving credit publicly. When you give credit to somebody publicly, let's ask, Swati, when I told you that you're very dedicated, did you feel a kind of significance or a kind of, you had a smile on your face I could see? Could you see that you were being recognized, loved? And did that thought come into your mind कि next time मैं ज़्यादा दूंगी अपना? Yes or no? Can you show me a thumbs up? Yes. That is a kind feedback. I was not complimenting her for the next 1 hour. I just said what was true, that she's very dedicated. That's it. I was not sugarcoating my words. I just wrapped up my compliment in 3 lines. But that was a feedback plus compliment and credit giving. Anybody who does something for you, just give them credit, because it's really important. It increases the significance needs.